Welcome to The Explainer. Have you ever been there, staring at a restaurant bill with your friends, trying to figure out how to split a number that has a decimal point in it? Well, today, we are going to tackle that exact skill, dividing decimals. And I'm going to let you in on a secret that makes it, well, surprisingly easy.
So let's kick things off with a classic real-world problem. You've got 5 friends, one bill, $29.35. How do you figure out what each person owes without just whipping out a calculator? This is exactly why dividing decimals isn't just some random math class skill, it's a life skill.
And look, it's not just for splitting dinner bills, right? This is actually a core skill in math programs all over the world, like the Cambridge Lower Secondary Curriculum. Think of it as a really important building block. Getting this down now makes things like algebra and percentages so much easier later on.
Okay, before we even touch any of the numbers, there is one single golden rule that basically unlocks this entire process. If you can just remember this one thing, I promise you're already 90% of the way to the right answer every single time. And this is it. The whole secret is just line up the decimal points. Before you do any of the math, you just bring the decimal point straight up into your answer. Seriously, that's it. This one simple move is the absolute key to keeping everything organized and getting the right result.
So the method we're going to use here is called short division. It's a really quick way to divide, but, and this is the important part, when you've got decimals, its success all comes down to that golden rule we just talked about. You have to lock in that decimal point in your answer before you even start dividing.
All right, enough theory. Let's actually do one. We're going to put this golden rule into practice with a nice, clean example. We'll walk through it together, step by step.
So here's our first problem. 4.86 divided by 2. This is a great place to start because we're just dividing a decimal by a simple single-digit number.
Okay, so let's follow the steps. First, you just set up the problem. Now for the most important part. You know it's coming. Bring that decimal point straight up into the answer line. Boom, done. From here, it's just normal division, from left to right. So how many 2's go into 4? Easy, that's 2. How many 2's in 8? That's 4. And last but not least, how many 2's in 6? 3. See? With the decimal already in place, the rest is a piece of cake.
And just like that, we have our answer, 2.43. By just locking in that decimal first, all the other puzzle pieces just fall perfectly into place.
Okay, you've totally got the basics down. But what happens when the numbers don't divide so neatly? What do you do with the leftovers, or as we call them, remainders? Let's find out.
Let's circle all the way back to that restaurant bill from the beginning. $29.35 split 5 ways. This time, we actually have the tools to solve it.
Okay, let's break this down. First things first, what do? That's right, place that decimal point straight up in the answer, always. Now, we start on the left. Can 5 go into 2? Nope. So we look at the first 2 digits together, 29. How many 5's are in 29? Well, that's 5, with a remainder of 4. Now here's the key part. We carry that remainder of 4 over to the next digit. That turns the 3 into a 43. Okay, so now how many 5's go into 43? That's 8, with a remainder of 3. We do it again. Carry that 3 over, which turns our final 5 into a 35. And how many 5's go into 35? Exactly 7. Perfect.
So there's our answer, 5.87. Each friend owes $5.87. That simple process of carrying the remainder is what lets you solve even the trickier decimal problems. All right, you've seen how to handle a simple problem, and you've seen one with remainders. So now, it's almost your turn. But before you try one on your own, let's do a super quick review of the checklist for success.
Here is your mental checklist. Number 1, the golden rule. Line up the decimal point first. Number 2, you work from left to right, 1 digit at a time. Number 3, you carry any of those remainders over to the next digit. And finally, just remember, once that decimal is set, it's just regular division, nothing to be scared of. Now it is over to you. Using that checklist we just covered, give this one a shot. 9.63 divided by 3. Just remember the golden rule, and I promise you, the rest will follow. Go ahead and pause right here, work it out, and see for yourself how that one simple step makes the entire problem just fall into place.